Okay, so when you hear the word Italy, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably the Colosseum, right? Or maybe some incredible Renaissance art. But that's really only half the story. Today, we're going to dig into how that amazing past isn't just a relic sitting in a museum, it's actually the launch pad for a super modern, high-tech future that might surprise you.
And that right there is the paradox we're diving into. On one side, you've got this culture that's famous for its deep, deep roots. And on the other, a country that's quietly becoming a major hub for some seriously cutting-edge innovation. So, how do these two worlds even coexist? Well, as you're about to see, they don't just coexist, they actually feed off each other.
So let's start with how this powerful heritage isn't just for show. It's the actual engine of Italy's modern economy. And we're going to start with an industry that blends craftsmanship and science in a way that's, well, just so Italian. Cosmetics. Let's just start with a number, 16.5 billion euros. That is the value of Italy's cosmetics production just this year. That's nearly 2% of the country's entire GDP. So this isn't some small niche industry. We're talking about a global powerhouse built on a reputation for quality that goes back for centuries.
And when you put it in a European context, Italy is an absolute giant. It's the third largest cosmetics market on the continent, right on the heels of Germany and France. I mean, this just shows you the incredible scale of the industry and how competitive it is, even in a place that's already famous for luxury and beauty.
And its global muscle is clear for everyone to see. Exports have just exploded, with the US, France, and Germany leading the pack of buyers. It's all the proof you need that the Made in Italy label is way more than a slogan. It's a symbol of excellence that people recognize all over the world.
But this heritage isn't just skin deep. You can literally taste it. A recent global ranking of the world's best herbal liqueurs found that that's right, 5 of the top 10 are Italian amari. And each one of them, from the Sicilian Averna to the complex Strega, is like a story in a bottle about a specific region, a secret family recipe, and a tradition that's still shaping what the world drinks today.
And this deep sense of personal tradition, you see it in another Italian icon, wine. International tourists, especially young Americans, are more and more choosing to visit these small, family-run vineyards. So why? Because they're looking for that real human connection. They want to hear the story behind the bottle. And that's something you just can't get from some massive, faceless corporation.
But okay, here's the twist. All this deep respect for the past, it's not holding Italy back. Not at all. In fact, it's the foundation for this incredible surge of innovation in fields you really might not expect. This is where the story gets really interesting.
I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But this is not fiction. This question was answered with a resounding yes by surgeons at a children's hospital in Rome in a procedure that was truly groundbreaking. So get this. For a young boy who had lost his nose and upper lip in an accident, doctors used 3D scanning to design a perfect digital replacement. Then, they 3D printed these surgical guides, which allowed them to rebuild his face with millimeter-level precision using tissue from his own body. It's just this incredible blend of digital design and pure human surgical skill that gave a child his smile back. Absolutely amazing.
And that innovative spirit is literally rewiring the country itself. Italy was the first Western nation to open up its high-speed rail to competition, and now it's adding a third operator. A move that's all about making travel cheaper, better, and more sustainable for everybody.
And hey, remember those family-run wineries? Well, they're not stuck in the past either. A lot of them are now using artificial intelligence and digital marketing to share their authentic stories with a whole new generation of travelers online. It just goes to show even the most traditional businesses can embrace the future. So what's the crucial point here? It's this. In Italy, tradition and innovation aren't these two opposing forces fighting for control. Nope. They're actually merging, braiding together to create something totally new and incredibly powerful.
Let me show you a perfect symbol of this fusion. This is the opera dei pupi. It's a centuries-old form of Sicilian puppet theater. For generations, these puppets have told these epic, sweeping tales of medieval knights and their heroic quests. But recently, this ancient art form was reborn to tell a profoundly modern story. An artist started carving new puppets, but not from fresh wood. He used the wreckage of migrant boats that had washed ashore on the island of Lampedusa. And just like that, the ancient opera became this silent, powerful commentary on migration, on survival, on our shared humanity. It's a tradition that was given a completely new life and a new purpose.
You can see this same synthesis reshaping tourism too.
There's a new national project called 100 Roads, and it's creating these routes that guide travelers to hidden gems. Medieval villages, local artisans, family kitchens. It's a totally modern approach, promoting sustainable, slow travel, but its entire purpose is to connect people with the deepest, most authentic traditions of the country.
And this fusion is even shaping national infrastructure. I mean, just look at the evolution of Italy's high-speed rail. You can see this constant drive to build a better future on the foundations of what came before. They moved from a state monopoly to a dynamic, competitive market, and every single step just creates a more efficient and sustainable system for the whole country.
So, after all this, what's the big takeaway? It's that modern Italy isn't defined by having to choose between its history and its future. Its real genius lies in its unique ability to weave them together, letting those ancient roots nourish modern growth. Craftsmanship inspires technology, and tradition gives innovation a soul. And that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought. In a world that is obsessed with disruption, with just moving on to the next new thing, maybe Italy's greatest innovation is its refusal to let go of its past, proving that history isn't something you need to escape, but maybe, just maybe, it's the most powerful fuel you have to build on.